So Jordan Peterson will be speaking at the National Gallery in Ottawa on March 9th, hopefully. But naturally, a bunch of the left pole elves are up in arms about it. There's an open letter from a photo-based artist to the National Gallery protesting him. There's actually a petition you can sign to protest his presence at the National Gallery. On the other hand, there's also a petition for him. I haven't checked them in a while. I will later, and see which is getting more signatures. Because this is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm looking at an article from some website called the Torontoist, and it's funny that it's labeled news, and the headline is, "Why is the National Gallery giving a platform to Jordan Peterson?" Right. The first line is, "LGBTQ people are using their free speech to express their disgust at the news that the University of Toronto, Professor Jordan Peterson will speak at the National Gallery." That's not news. That's op-ed. Like, that's a blog. Peterson, as you'll recall, is the professor who refuses to respect the gender identity of trans and non-binary students. At least this fucker made the point of differentiating between trans and non-binary, because trans people are transitioning from one gender to the other, and non-binary people are fucking imaginary. So good on you. Good for doing that. At least you know that non-binary people aren't trans. Right? And refuses to respect the gender identity. You can't mandate respect. You can't demand it. Right? The more you demand respect from a person, the less likely they are to give it to you. It's such a stupid concept, but just clearly this is not news. This is an opinion piece. And they mention, yes, the artist Olivia Johnston and her open letter. So let's take a look at that. It's kind of funny because the first two paragraphs are all about her and her feelings. Just I can't even. I've lost my ability to even. When I first heard that the National Gallery would be hosting a forum entitled "Exploring the Psychology of Creativity," I was excited to attend. It seemed that two of my interests here coincided, as I am an artist and arts professional, and I am fascinated by the field of cognitive science. However, once I understood that the speaker was Jordan Peterson, who I know best as the U of T prof who refuses to use genderless pronouns, I was shocked and devastated. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about your interests. None of those things. For 2 paragraphs, she goes on about herself and does not present evidence. Presents nowhere in this letter is there a reason for Jordan Peterson to not speak. Because she doesn't fucking have one. Or she thinks her feelings and her opinion are good enough reasons. It's like me saying no one should ever eat Brussels sprouts. Why not? Because I hate them. Like, who cares what I hate? If you... My hate for Brussels sprouts will never stop Brussels sprouts. Fuck. Okay, in the second paragraph, there's this ridiculousness. I count on the gallery to expand my own and others' viewpoints, and to never make any members of my community feel unsafe. Perhaps that was a naive expectation. Well, no, naive's not the right word. It's stupid. Like, you started from a stupid place, and so you led to a stupid conclusion. That's just usually how things are going to go when you're an idiot. To never make any members of my community feel unsafe. Well, again, that's subjective. That's fucking feelings. Just because someone feels unsafe doesn't mean they are unsafe. And this sort of suggests that that's what it is, that they're feeling unsafe means they're unsafe. Or that somehow Jordan Peterson is making them unsafe, which is not the fucking case. Is he going there to give a talk about how I shoot people in audiences randomly? No, because, like, they're safe. They're fucking safe. Stop fucking worrying about them. It's just so stupid. Oh my god. Now this is the thing that really upset me. This makes me angry. I dare say I'm fucking triggered. The fact that one of Canada's most prized institutions in my home city is providing a forum for a man whose hateful speech hurts myself, those I love, and my community is deeply You started a sentence with the words, "the fact." And then you included the term hateful speech. Jordan Peterson's speech being hateful is not a fact that you've proven. It's your opinion. Okay, I don't know why I have to explain this. What? You have a BA. That's a university degree. Entry-level university degree. But it's a university degree. And they gave you a degree when you don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion? The fuck is this? How did you accomplish this? Like, how to get through, like, they make you take a science, right? Don't they force you to take a science? Oh my god. And you don't know the difference between facts and opinions. She ends with, "I look forward to a respectful, open dialogue with the National Gallery of Canada that explains their viewpoints in selecting this person to lead a discussion on anything to do with the arts in Canada." Well, see, again, I know, you don't know the difference between facts and opinions, you think your feelings are evidence for something, and so you don't understand that his speech, his forum, isn't to do with, quote-unquote, the arts. It's called Exploring the Psychology of Creativity. Creativity comes in many forms. And yeah, no, I know you don't get it because you live in this stupid bubble that you think creativity is the arts and nothing else. The most creative person I've ever known was a computer coder who could look at somebody else's 2,000 lines of code for a simple program and be like, yeah, no, and cut it down to 200 because he's more creative than they are. He can figure out neat little things. Like, creativity happens everywhere, not just within the arts. Creativity comes in many forms and is not limited to the arts. It can happen anywhere and everywhere. And you don't need a degree to be creative. You don't need to be an artist to be creative. I mean, fucking boxers can be creative. Salespeople can be creative. Fucking rats can be creative. Like, Jesus Christ, lady. But maybe you're just so limited and so narrow that you can't grasp anything outside of your bubble. I can tell you why the National Gallery selected Jordan Peterson. It's because he's right. And you're wrong. It's real simple. Real simple. You're wrong. I sincerely hope that an alternate voice can be selected to speak on this topic, one that reflects Canada in its best light. Listen, lady, you are a fucking shameful representative of my country. I am ashamed that you earned a fucking degree in my country without ever learning the difference between a fact and an opinion. Okay, Jordan Peterson does represent us in our best light. He's incredibly smart and incredibly humble. You're neither of those things. Go fuck yourself.
Relevant links to shit I said in the description? Maybe. I'm Irving Twin. Like, subscribe, or don't. It's a free country. At least it used to be.